Oh, hello.
Hello, here we are, just exploded onto the scene.
It's Charming Disaster, and welcome to a special on-tour edition of the Quarantine live stream.
As you can see from this map, we're on tour.
Wait, let's try that again. The Quarantine.
There we
go. Yeah, there's the time difference.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a. Oh, look at all these lovely people tuning in. We see Fred, we see Mike, we see WG in Berkeley, we see even Greg, we see Joshua, who we just saw in real life 2 days ago. We see Katie and Catherine and Misty and Tim and Danielle and Peter and Camilla and David and Sarah and Gigi and Eden and Shauna and Matt and Carrie, who we also saw just yesterday. We see Sean and Laura and Brian, who we'll see tomorrow, perhaps. We see David and Madeline and Karen. It's so good to see you all, despite the fact that we are all the way out here. And yes, good news, we are not Sasquatches, nor are we dead in a warm pond, but we will tell you all about our hot springs adventure in just
we
a little
might
bit.
have been colonized by some bacteria.
It's too soon to tell.
We feel okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look, we are kind of twinsies.
That's the whole point of this whole outfit
I
thing.
didn't even realize.
Yeah.
So we're on tour right now. We are. Do you want to? Here, we're like right about here in
That's right.
Cottage Grove, Oregon. We've had so far 4 shows so far on this tour. We performed 2 shows in Seattle, which is also where I scored this cool Wednesday Addams style dress. And we did a show in Portland, which was fantastic. And we did a show in Cottage Grove last night, which is where we are now. Cottage Grove is about, I don't know, like 30 minutes outside of Eugene. So it's like south of Portland, as we're making our way down the I-5, as they say, around these parts. And it's been really great so far. We flew out from I'll
be the plane.
All right, so we flew from New York all the way to Seattle.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Seattle's like way up there. You gotta stand up for Seattle. And then we rented a Prius, which is like, that's the move. And then we started our drive. We had to cram all of our stuff into like a small number of very densely packed suitcases, which then
we barely did.
We did manage to do it, and then we like kind of like Russian doll style packed them, and so there's like cases and cases and cases, and then we like unpacked them and like spread out all this stuff, and that worked out pretty well. And we've been like seeing old friends and making new friends, and it's been really great so far.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a long time.
I know.
When
I can't
think
believe
about when we landed.
I know. What day is it now? It's Monday.
I don't know.
We left on Wednesday, so it hasn't even been a week, but I feel like
Feels
it's been
like years.
Years.
But in the good way.
Yeah. So we don't have like a script or a run of show for this
Because
show.
usually it's so smooth and like
so
together.
Like
So this
work.
this one, it's going to be a little bit more impromptu.
Yeah, but you know, there's some traditions that we're gonna hit. For example, if you're new to the quarantine live stream, please let us know in the chat so that your fellow viewers can welcome you into the fold or perform their elaborate hazing rituals or whatever goes on in the chat. I mean, you know, we keep an eye on the chat, but like it's hard to know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we ask what the good folks are doing out there with their drinking? Like,
Yeah.
what are they drinking?
Yeah. What are you
what
all?
What are you all drinking?
What are you all drinking out there in the? Yeah.
Yeah, because we're gonna show you what we're drinking.
Yeah. So the place we performed last night is called Coast Fork Brewing, aka the Brew Station, and it's the local like brewery, restaurant, music venue,
Gardening supply.
agricultural supply. So, you know, you can get your seed and feed and like see a goth folk band all in one place. It's very convenient. Anyway, earlier we went by and we Ooh, we have some nice sounding things here. Milk
Oh.
and cookies, coffee and tea, a still
Vodka.
rye,
Mm.
cold brew. Right, apothic dark on a school night. No less.
Is that what it's called on a school night? That would be a good name for beer.
Very nice. Well, so we went by the brew station, and we had them fill
Make
it.
the
Yeah.
smallest beer, because
Things are at a different
lightweight.
things are at a different scale out here on the West Coast. Like mountains
Yeah.
are bigger, the trees are bigger, and the cans of beer are like
Yeah.
significantly.
This is actually
larger.
cider. We got a cider.
Oh yeah, we got a cider. It's true, but
It's
still the
very nice.
cans are like. I mean, like I can't tell if like we're smaller.
Yeah.
Like maybe we're smaller.
Yeah, we had to share this one. Yes, you could hold it up with your feet too, like a little kitten. Yeah.
It's delicious. It's a guava grapefruit cider,
Mm.
and it's very nice. They call this a crowler. It's like a growler, but it's a can, and it's actually named after Alexander Crowley, who drank all of his cider out of a receptacle like this.
Yes. And his cousin,
Mm-hmm.
the growler, the bottle version of the crowler, was named after Aleister Growler, his cousin. And black arts
Yeah.
cultist.
Yeah. So usually we play some music on these shows. Maybe we should play. Maybe we should
Sure.
play these nice people some music.
I know, they've come all this way.
We've come all this way. They're
Wait.
just wait.
Who's come where? Where are we?
Oh, and also there's a thing we usually say at the beginning of the show, which is this is a donation-based concert. We forgot to mention. This is as if we're performing a show, but instead of performing a show, we're here on your screen. What's a donation-based concert anyway? What does that even mean?
Oh yeah, so it's a way that everyone can give. If you have some money, if this is a good time for you to contribute to the things that we are doing and you want to help us along, there's a variety of ways that you can help our cause. We have Venmo, PayPal, you can buy merch at charmingdisaster.com, which is great, and there's also a Patreon which you can sign up for. There's no minimum amount you can sign up for.
No maximum amount.
And no maximum amount.
But if you're not in a position to financially contribute, your presence here is all that we ask, and in that case, this show is our gift to you.
Yeah.
Two-way street.
Yeah.
All right, so let's play a song for these nice.
Yeah, what song? Do we even talk about what song?
No, we did not talk about what song. Any requests? I think we'll pick something, but like put something in the request.
In the queue.
And then we can know for the next one.
Yeah.
What song? What do you feel like playing? We've been playing some new stuff.
You want to play Time Machine?
Yeah, let's play Time Machine. Everything's happening at the same time. Count to 10 backwards. Focus your mind. Picture the hour, day and the year. Until tomorrow or yesterday's here. It's not too late to change the past. The future, it won't last. Let's just embrace the paradox. This moment's all we've got. Your bad decisions don't have to stick. If you could fix them, what would you miss? Change your direction, rewind the reel, unwrap the present. How does it feel? It's not too late to change the past. The future, it won't last. Let's just embrace the paradox. This moment's all we've
Turn the glass, watch the slippery second hand, mark the shadows in the grass, count the tumbling grains of sand, clap your hands right on cue, light the incense like a fuse, time to let it get away. It's not too late to change the past, the future it won't last. Let's just embrace the paradox. This moment's all we've got. This moment's all we've got. This moment's all we've got. Everything's happening at the same time. It's not too count to 10 backwards to change the past. The future it won't last. The hours, let's just embrace the paradox. Until tomorrow or yesterday's this moment's all we've got. This moment's all we've got. This moment's all we've got. This moment's all we've got.
That song's called Time Machine, and it's not out yet. We haven't even recorded it yet, although we do have a scheme afoot to start recording that song
Yeah,
next month.
yeah, we are travelers of both time and space, as Robert Plant is also.
In the words of the immortal Robert Plant.
Mm-hmm.
So something occurred to me. Speaking of being a traveler through both time and space, as you all know, we're on tour right now, and one of the fun things that sometimes happens on tour is we will see somebody in one place who knows that they have a friend in another place where we're going to go, and they give us a little something to take to that friend, like Pony Express style. There is a word for this method of delivery, and it is punk mail. And I would like to open this up to you all to say, if you see us at a show and you think your friend is going to see us at a show, or in fact, if you want to make sure your friend comes to see us at a show, give us some punk mail for them and we will deliver it. We will keep it in the merch case.
Yeah, did you know I still have a piece of undelivered punk mail given to us from 2018, maybe 2017, 2018, and I'm still waiting for Melvin to pick it up. So Melvin, if you're out there, you have to show up to one of our gigs and you'll get a letter.
Yeah, speaking of, hey Minnie, do you want to throw on the screen our upcoming tour dates for the West Coast, in case folks don't know?
Melvin,
so,
you got a lot of chances to meet up with us.
So this is just this tour that we're on right now. So we just finished Cottage Grove, so we're on to Ashland tomorrow, and then Chico, San Francisco, Pismo Beach, and Los Angeles. Thanks, Minion. So if you're going to be in any of those places, come see us. And if you're not in any of those places, good news, we have so many more tour dates coming up. We are going to be in the Midwest, and that's in about a month. We're going to be in the South in about 2 months, and we have shows afoot in New York and Philadelphia and Gettysburg, PA. We're going to play a steampunk convention. There's like all kinds of things
going on.
happening. We were on the phone this morning about stuff that's happening in Rochester in September, and we've got a meeting tomorrow about a show that's happening in Richmond in June. So rest assured, we are trying to get to you, all of you, in all the places to the best extent that we can.
Yes.
The Time Machine is going to help with this a lot, though, I think.
Yeah, it's already helping.
Yeah, it's
or it will already be helping.
Yeah, it will have been helping already.
It was already helping.
By the time we get it.
Mm-hmm.
For here's a great example. Tim Huckleberry points out we will be in Minnesota. We will be in Minneapolis on
Which
May
is a
3rd.
new state for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh.
So, yeah, April 26th we'll be in Baltimore, then we'll be in Morgantown, West Virginia for my birthday, Columbus, Ohio, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Madison, Chicago, and Detroit. You may notice an unusually high number. Oh, there's also another show that image has
5-3
been updated. There's also a 5-3 show
in Minneapolis.
Yeah. Oh, you got a kudos art department.
Oh, thank you.
Jeff's the art department. All right, I'll stop messing with that minion. You can do all the overlays. Yeah, within walking distance of Jillian's place. If you live in walking distance of a place you'd like us to play,
Yeah.
drop us a line. You know, we do what we can. Yeah, and there's like another flyer we haven't even made with all the dates that
It's a lot of work to be done.
It's just there's so many flyers to make. It's like
It's true.
Yeah, oh yes, and you can always go to charmingdisaster.com/shows to see what's been announced. Although there are already like a few shows we have to throw up on that site, but
we're busy.
We're on tour right now. There's a lot of admin to be done, even when we're on tour.
Yeah, even with a minion.
Yeah. I'd also like to give a very big shout out to Eden. You may see Eden in the chat. If you don't know Eden is our social media accomplice. Eden is another member of the Charming Disaster team here, and we could not be doing this without Eden. Eden, this one's for you.
I just wanted to hear you swallow that. Just like,
I know. I feel like a guinea pig. Like. Oh, well, maybe we should play another song before we reveal some of the secrets and mysteries of this episode.
Oh yeah. So was there a song that you saw in the?
I'm scrolling back to see what was in here. Oh yeah, here's the suggestions. Which one do we really need to practice in case we draw it in the?
Whatever we play, we're gonna play perfectly well.
I know. I'm just saying, like, there's some that we could use a little more practice. Like,
we could do
this one or this one. This one?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
It's hard to play in these chairs.
I know, but it would be harder to play
without them. It's true. Here we go.
Oh, wait. We have a...
Okay. A running start.
I'm sorry. I know it was going really well. Okay. Minion, thank you. But if you put anything in the private chat, I will assume it's some kind of emergency and stop what we're doing to see it. All right. It's all good. We're going to... Well, all right.
Everything all right?
Yeah, no, everything's fine. I saw the little red flag and I was like, oh no, like maybe the stream has stopped or there's some kind of like glitch or the robots have realized what we're up to. Anyway, everything's fine. Let's play the song.
Farewell, wishing well, I said what's on my mind. There's no more to tell, so take another dime. I must be moving on, now the shadows grow long. I never was the superstitious kind.
What is this waking me down in the deep? Voice like a silver coin rings in my sleep. Don't be so hasty, no, don't turn your back. I could deliver you all that you ask. We've done all we can do all by ourselves.
Everybody needs a little help. Stuck in place, it's been so long. A little push will keep us going. What sweet melody echoes soft and low. There's no one but me, yet I am not alone. Did I wake up in a dream? There's no reflection I see, swimming in the waters down below.
Begging for pardon, I know what you wish. Let's make a bargain and both benefit.
Did I wake up in a dream? There's no reflection I see, wishing well. Fall in the water, deep dark cold water, way down in the wishing well. Fall in the water, deep dark cold water, way down in the wishing well. Done all we can do all by ourselves. Everybody needs a little help. Stuck in place,
It's been so long.
a little push will keep us going.
Farewell, wishing well. I leave you with a song. I'm free from the spell that held me for so long. Is it such a wicked thing for one who would be king to grant dominion of this weather bone?
10,000 gods damn you, I was such a fool. Snared by your serpent tongue, trapped in this pool. I swear by the skies that I'll ring by these stones. Misfortune will find you down in the wishing well, down in the wishing well, down in the wishing well, down in the wishing well.
That was Wishing Well off our album Spells and Rituals, which is always really fun to play live. We have foot percussion going that like does different things.
That would be a great song for, society member claps, because there's lots of claps in it, and they're pretty
true.
simple. It's like,
Yeah, just like that. Just yeah. Yeah, you can listen to the recording. You can hear where the claps are,
and just clap.
Yeah, if we were at if we were playing a show and somebody started doing the clap part, we would be like super thrilled.
We'd fall over.
No pressure. Just
Pressure.
just saying it would be enjoyable for us.
You must do this.
Like we said, we're 4 shows into our tour, and there have been so many highlights already, and I wanted to mention a few of the highlights, kind of going reverse chronologically. So last night at the Brew Station in Cottage Grove, which is like down the street from where we are right now, there were these 2 little girls, like 7-year-old girls, both wearing like witch dresses, basically. And they came up and were dancing, like right in front of the stage during our set when we were playing Monsters and when we were playing Grimoire, like our like
Baba Yaga.
and Baba Yaga,
Yeah.
and they were so great. And I just felt like the kids are all right, and they're definitely witches. And it was so sweet. And then one of them, after the show, she came up and she gave us a portrait that she had drawn of us during the show. So Rory, if you're watching, we love the artwork. It's really great. We posted a little video of that, and we also posted one of those pictures in the Instagram.
And speaking of our song Monsters, that the music video is out for right now, as most of you probably know if you haven't participated in the music video itself, we were there playing, and someone came up to us and was like, "Oh, I was the makeup artist
Yeah, that was the highlight
for the video
also.
shoot in Rochester. I'm here visiting my folks, and I saw you were playing here, so I can't believe you're here in Cottage Grove."
It's like we live in like a world where geography has become totally meaningless. It's like, never mind the time machine. It's like we have a space machine.
We have a space machine. It's because of all the time travel, because those are
they're
linked.
Inextricably linked.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Let's see. A highlight in Portland was also art related. There is an artist named Simran Gleason who is kind of well known in the Portland music scene because he shows up at concerts with oil paints and old like record albums, and he paints a portrait of the band while they play their set in oils on like an old LP jacket.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the show, he like presents you, if you're the band, with your portrait in oils.
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And so luckily, Portland is near the beginning of our tour route because the painting is still wet, and so we have
it takes weeks to dry.
But it takes like a week or so to get like dry enough so that it's not gonna get like damaged. So we have it in the car, and it's like filling the car with this like
linseed oil smell.
It's so,
so
nice.
Good.
It's really nice. So that was a highlight of Portland, and we also played a wonderful lineup in Portland with a band called Strange and the Familiars and an artist called Jet Black Pearl. So we definitely we recommend checking both of them out. Yeah. Their music's great, and they're wonderful, and it's really nice to play with them. And in Seattle, we played a great bill as well with this vaudevillian troupe called the Black Heart Society, who they were like show people. Like they did songs, but the songs were like, oh, we're wearing quinceañera dresses covering Closer by 9 Inch Nails, and whenever it gets to the animal part, they're like doing these like animal gestures, but like weird animal gestures, like gills and like little like tail feathers and like, you know, moose. Like it's just, I was like screaming. I was dying. It was so funny.
At one point, the one of the singers pulled the heart out of the bass player, and that was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, there's like fake blood everywhere.
I think it was fake.
I mean, whatever.
It smelled like maple syrup. That was pretty cool.
Delicious.
Yeah, and that was a really fun show. A great bill, and to have Kevin Incroyable.
Yes, Kevin Incroyable of the Peculiar Pretzel Men. He put together that show, and he performed on his like junk instrument made out of like Home Depot parts, and that was really cool too. So it's already been like a whirlwind. Oh, and then like the other thing that's been happening that like we haven't really mentioned yet is that there up until yesterday there was a crew of documentary filmmaker students following us around and getting footage of us like packing up the car and unpacking the car
and riding in the
car with us
and stuff. It was pretty weird.
It was very weird. It was like so their deadline for the project, because they're in school, is in late April. So like we know it's gonna get done, and I assume that I'm gonna sound like a really pretentious. Yeah. It's hard not to sound pretentious when there's like a boom mic like hovering between us in the car. Like
you can sound stupid like I do. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. Anyway, so it will be like and so when that is available to watch, we will send out.
It was weird, but it's because they were so nice and smart and interesting that made it okay.
They asked really good questions.
They were great.
Good people. Question from Daniel. Daniel wants to know: were they from the FBI?
They didn't mention it.
They didn't mention the FBI.
Do they have to? If
I
they're
don't
in
know.
the FBI?
I don't think they. No, not if it's like a sting operation.
Perhaps.
Yeah. No. Nobody was named Fox. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out if there isn't really a documentary. If like nothing happened, we'll be like, "Hey guys, just like checking in, wanted to see like how the documentary's going," and just like radio silence. Well, then I guess the joke's on us.
It's all right. They got some good footage anyway, whoever they were. So they're now gone, and it's nice to not have other people around you.
I mean, they were so nice. We love them. But it was a little intense.
They were lovely.
They were lovely. Oh look, Stacy's here. Hey, Stacy.
Holy crap.
Oh hello. Oh hello indeed. Well, maybe we should play another song.
Now that Stacy's here.
Now that Stacy's here, we'll play
Let's
a song.
do it.
Yeah, okay.
Is that the right
Yeah.
chord? What's the first chord?
C sharp minor.
Your spoon was in the boiling.
Your thumb was on the scale.
Don't try to lead the witness. That won't get you anywhere. Sit still and try to listen.
Hear the whispers in the wind.
Make yourself vessel. If you wanna let them in, turn pages, lick your fingers,
like liquid's on your lips.
just like the with all the book, just like the Ouroboros.
Your tail is in your teeth.
Strip off your outer layer,
Find out what's underneath. Find out what's underneath. Underneath. You've had your fun, darling.
Here's the part you won't remember. Totally.
Lion eats the sun.
Darling, till there's only glowing embers. Who will you become? Darling, when your skin is torn asunder, torn asunder, turned inside out. Now you have found all you wanted, turned inside out. Now you have found all you wanted.
Your wings were in the blueprint.
A message wrapped in code.
A phoenix's potential.
In the ashes of your bones. It is a risky business. There is no guarantee. If you go out and seek it, that truth will set you free. What does the moth remember of caterpillar bliss? Is this annihilation or metamorphosis? Or metamorphosis, metamorphosis. You've had your fun, darling.
Shining in the summer splendor.
Lion eats the sun, darling.
In the dark of deep December.
Who will you become, darling? You'll receive what you surrender. You surrender. Turn inside out. Now you have found all you wanted. Turn inside out. Now you have found all you wanted. Turn inside out. Now you have found all you wanted. Turn inside out. Now you have found all you wanted.
That song is called Ouroboros. It is not on any of our albums, but it is out as a single on all the platforms and all the places.
And it's on an oracle card.
And it's on our Oracle deck. That's right. If you don't know about the Oracle deck, we made an Oracle deck. There's a card for each of our songs that we've released to date. And it's been really fun selling them to people over the last few days. They are in demand. So it's pretty neat to like send people home with them.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And if you want one, you can get one at charmingdisaster.com/Oracle deck. They are for sale through our Bandcamp and also through our Shopify.
Is that Oracle deck all one word?
Yeah,
or
all one
Oracle?
word. Yeah,
Okay.
all one word.
Oracle deck.
Oracle deck. Yeah. So we're on tour in the Pacific Northwest, and it's so beautiful out here. Like the nature is just incredible, and we live in New York City, and there's not a lot of nature there, and so when we're out in different parts of the country, we do like to experience, some of the natural wonders of our environment. And so today, we
went to a pub.
Well, we went to a pub.
It was delicious.
It was delicious.
We went to a pub. It was like one of these old, British Isles style pub with like the pull taps and everything. We drank a small
Yeah, you get a half,
beer,
which is nice.
half pints of beer, and we had some sandwiches. And then,
well, it started last night because we went to get a drink last night.
oh yeah, we got another drink.
Another drink. So we went to get a drink before every bar in town closed at 11 p.m. And there was one other person in the bar, and we got to talking. And he'd lived in Oregon for a while, so we were like, "Are there any hot springs around here that you would recommend?" Because that is a thing we do not have really in the Northeast. Is like natural hot springs.
He's
and
like,
his face
"Oh."
Lit up. He was like, "You've asked the right person."
He's like, I got you.
I got you. He asked the bartender for 4 inches of receipt paper so he could draw us a map of how to get to this one particular hot spring, because there's the place that's marked on the road, but if you know about it, then you know to go past that and go up and around, and then there's the other side of the river, which is better purportedly.
Yeah. And it was.
It was but you have to
magical.
You have to hike about half a mile to get to it through the forest, and we're in what is called the snow zone of Oregon. There's a sign as you're driving that way on the highway that says snow zone, and you look, and sure enough, there's snow on the ground all of a sudden. You look up at the mountains, and there's this powder sugar dusting.
I know the people who live in the West Coast and the mountains that are laughing at us because we're all excited. There's snow and
I know.
What is this, March?
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It was so gorgeous.
And we were not wearing the proper shoes at all. My shoes have zero
tread
tread
on
the bottom.
This,
just like this. But we did not fall into the river. There's one part where it's really steep and slippery, and there's just a drop into the rocks of the river. And I thought it would be unfortunate if the tour ended this way, but worth it probably. And then we got to the hot springs, and we hung out in the hot mud pond for a while.
It was a hot mud pond.
It was a hot mud pond. It was really nice.
It was peaceful and lovely.
Yeah. And then we came back here.
And we came back like this, and here we are.
Yeah,
this is why we're this way now.
It was really nice. So, and speaking of nature, I'm really into trees. I got especially into trees during the quarantine phase of the pandemic because I don't know, it seemed I felt they were my friends kind of. I was riding around on my bike a lot, and I got curious about what they all were. So one of the first things that I did when we got out here to the West Coast was I purchased this Pacific Coast tree finder. I have found a lot of trees. I mean, they're easy.
There's one there.
They are easy to find. They're easy to find.
One.
But this book is organized a very confusing choose your own adventure. Yeah. So you start. So we have a sample, a specimen, and I thought we could do a little tree finding together. You want to show them the sample?
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay. So that's from a tree in the Target parking lot in Seattle. All right. So you're all right, what is that tree? I'm going to go to the tree finder. To identify a tree, so the first thing you have to do is identify whether it's a conifer or a deciduous tree. Make the first choice, either pine tree or lollipop symbol, and then go from there. All right, so that's a pine tree. Okay. All right. Wait, where do I go? I'm already lost.
Time's ticking.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. Here we go. If the tree has needles or scale-like leaves, go to this symbol below. All right. That's needles. If there are needles like this, and then there's some little pictures, go to the needle icon before. And if the leaves are scale-like, go to the fish icon. Okay. All right. Needle icon. If the needles are bundled together like this, go to the bundle icon, and if they're not bundled, those are bundled. All right, so they're bundled. If the bundles have fewer than 6 needles, it's a pine. Go to I don't even know how to describe this symbol. Do the bundles have fewer than 6 needles or more than 6? Because if it's more than 6, it's a larch.
I think fewer than 6.
Okay, fewer than 6. Go to pine, next
Sorry,
page.
I
All right.
just said
If the needles are 5 to a bundle, go to the pentagon below. 3 to a bundle, go to the triangle on page 12. In pairs, go to the 2 dots on page 16. Mostly 4 to a bundle, then it's a pari pinion. So what are they? How are they bundled? In pairs?
In pairs.
Okay, going to the pairs on page 16. All right, if the needles are 3 to 6 inches long, it is bishop pine. That doesn't look like 3 to 6 inches. Okay.
No.
If they're shorter and twisted, are they twisted?
Yeah,
They're kind of twisted.
they're twisted.
Go to next page. Okay. If the tree is small or shrubby and it grows near sea level, it was small. It was shrubby.
It was shrubby. It was near the sea.
It is shore pine, aka beach pine, aka Pinus contorta. There you have it. We found a tree.
Pinus contorta. Right here.
Pinus contorta. Okay, but I did happen to notice when I was flipping through this. Okay, so I don't know if any of you have any like pine cones just laying around, but I'm just gonna lead you through like one more of these scenarios. If the cones feel prickly, and if bark flakes broken off the trunk are yellow on the inside, it is ponderosa pine. However, if the cones are not prickly, and if the bark flakes are gray inside, and if the tree trunk smells like pineapple, it is Jeffrey pine. Jeffrey pine. Pinus Jeffrey. Not even making this up. Jeffrey pine.
You just call me Pinus.
I'm just so impressed that you managed to get a pine tree named after you, and also a little bit jealous, to be honest.
I smell like pineapple.
Yeah,
All right.
I think it's just the pineapple, guava,
Grapefruit.
whatever. All right. Well, anyway, we found a tree. That was fun, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we should play another song.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm just gonna like take a little sip out of my like, hamster feeder.
All right. What else was on our list of things? There was.
We haven't done that in a while.
This one.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
This is what you do.
Yeah, we're picking the songs that you've requested that we have played the least often recently, which is like, I feel like it's good for us because like then we'll have practiced it if it comes up, but it's maybe good for you because we might fuck it up.
Did you ever have a day when you're trying to drink and your favorite cat walks in and your tiny heart sinks because just yesterday you hung it from a string and now your wife's in the way when you've got an axe you're trying to swing? Did you ever meet someone with a filmy blue eye and when he looks at you it's kind of hard to describe you even like this man, but you know he's got to die, and so you carry out a plan in the middle of the night. Do you chop it up and burn the bits, or throw it in a well, or do you pack it in a box and ship it, dig a grave down in the cellar? What do you do with a corpse? Don't you worry about the smell, and also how do you know when someone's dead? Sometimes it's hard to tell. When your friend's beloved sister dies one tragic afternoon, do you hold off on the burial and lock her in a room on a dark and stormy night? When she rises from the tomb, you will realize she was only in a cataleptic swoon. When you have a little problem you don't want folks to find, or perhaps you've been insulted and revenge is on your mind, just go down to the basement in the back behind the wine. Consider some old masonry to cover up your crime. Do you chop it up and burn the bits, or throw it in the well, or do you pack it in a box and ship it, dig a grave down in the cellar? What do you do with the corpse? corpse, don't you worry about the smell. And also, how do you know when someone's dead? Sometimes it's hard to tell. One morning in cool blood, I stopped the drumbeat of a heart, and never have I slept so very well. You know I am not mad, because my senses are acute. I can hear things in heaven, earth, and hell. 1 second. Were you ever taken over by that fiend intemperance? Were you ever so influenced by that gin-nurtured malevolence to offer your own wife a taste of personal violence till you know you have destroyed all hope of God's mercy or innocence? Don't you hate it when a sick man's in your mesmerizing gaze? Though he passes in the night, you've got him twitching for many days, and he gives you a nasty fright when he croaks, "Let me die, please." Once you release him from his state, he turns to goo like marmalade. Ew. Gross. Do you chop it up and burn the bits, or throw it in a well, or do you pack it in a box and ship it? Dig a grave down in the cellar. What do you do with the corpse? Don't you worry about the smell. And also, how do you know when someone's dead? Sometimes it's hard to tell. Do you chop it up and burn the bits, or throw it in a well, or do you pack it in a box and ship it? Dig a grave down in the cellar. Everybody, what do you do with a corpse? Don't you worry about the smell. And also, how do you know when someone's dead? Sometimes it's hard to tell. Do you chop it up and burn the bits, or throw it in a well, or do you pack it in a box and ship it? Dig a grave down in the cellar. What do you do with the corpse? Don't you worry about that smell. And also, how do you know when someone's dead? Sometimes it's hard to tell.
That was
Story.
true story.
That was a true story.
That was What Do You Do with the Corpse, our Edgar Allan Poe inspired homage. That one is only out on our Bandcamp.
It's a pomage.
A pomage.
Is that what you said?
No, but I see what you did there.
I'm just doing the obvious.
Amazing. So as we mentioned earlier, we did not plan ahead at all for this show. Like, usually we do at least some amount of, like, planning, but not this time. No, we were, like, in the mud pond. So, but I just had a thought.
Oh, tell me.
Well, wouldn't it be fun to screen our new music video as part of the show in case not everybody's seen it, and we can all watch it together? Wouldn't that be fun? We can do that right now. Just like,
okay.
Just for a little time while I pull that up, if you don't mind, just just like riff. I don't know.
Riff,
improv.
like,
Yeah, just talk
like
to them.
With a
I don't know.
instrument?
Whatever you
No.
want. Whatever you want.
Let me tell you about me and free jazz. I'm going to just riff on free jazz instead
Oh,
of playing
Christ.
free jazz. I'm going to get out your pillow.
I'll make this quick.
Just
Don't worry.
rest your eyes for a moment. This is really part of my new mesmerism class that I've been taking. It's a correspondence class in mesmerism. Oh, wait, is this ready?
It's not ready. Just keep
Oh,
talking.
okay. I don't know. I hear it
I
going.
know. It's going to
fine.
be so
Look
soon.
into my eyes. You're getting very hungry. Close your eyes, but still look into my eyes somehow. See my eyes with your eyes closed.
Keep going. This is working
You're
really
getting-
well.
You're getting very hungry. When I snap my fingers, you'll be ravenous. 3,
go.
Welcome to Monsters.
We live in the black. We eat when we can. Pulled in by your heart. Pumping in the dark. Gonna make you mine. Gonna make you mine. Can't help what we hunger for. With appetites of carnivores, teeth and talons, horns and fur. We are grotesque and powerful. Gonna make you mine. Gonna make you mine. Gonna make you mine. Gonna make you mine. Monsters, what we want's unspeakable. Your body, bloody, visceral. Don't we belong here in this world? Gonna make you mine. Gonna make you mine. Gonna make you mine. We live in the black. We eat when we can. Pulled in by your heart. Pumping in the dark. Gonna make you mine. Gonna make you mine. Can't help what we hunger for. With appetites of carnivore. Teeth and talons, horns and fur. We are grotesque and powerful. Monsters, what we want's unspeakable. Your body, bloody, visceral. Don't we belong here in this world? Gonna make you mine. 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 Gonna make you mine.
They were really monsters the whole time.
Oh my god. So many amazing extras help make this happen.
Yes.
All right,
They weren't extra at all. They
there
were
you have it.
essential.
They were essential.
Yeah, so, some society members who might want to dance during that song, there is a choreographed dance, but maybe it's a little too complicated. I think you could just put your arms up like this and chant back "Gonna Make You Mine" when we sing.
Yeah,
And
chanting back "Gonna Make You Mine" would be the appropriate. I think the best thing for
It's easy.
Yeah, like zombie arms and like "Gonna Make You Mine" in
and
the
just
clown
come
response.
and grab at us.
Yeah,
You don't have to grab at
you
us.
don't have to grab
don't
at us,
grab
but
at us. But
yeah. So yeah, we have a few of those extras in the chat tonight. Can we just can you out yourselves so we can just pop you on screen and give you a little love? Oh, Stacy wants to know the choreography. I can demo the choreographer. I mean,
sure.
all right, the choreography is like you stand up and then it's like left arm, right arm in with monstery hands, and then there's a sway. That's it. It's just like one moment of choreography, because there's this really nice aesthetic thing where there's random movement, and then all of a sudden all the random movement kind of locks in, and then it gets random again. It's like there's a special magic to it.
It's like a very small flash mob.
Yeah, it's like a mini flash mob.
Yeah.
Just for the second.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a fun thing. It was a very simple dance.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, if you want to make up your own dance, like, that's fine too. Like, yeah.
We're just trying to get people to do things during our shows.
Yeah.
Besides
See, Daniel knows how to do it.
Left, right, sway, sway.
That's right. Left. Thank you. Yes. Stand, left, right, sway, sway.
Or you could bring your own cake and just eat it during the show. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I want everybody to know that, like, the cake scene, it had to be done we had to shoot it a few different times. So there was, like, a whole cake, and then once the cake scene was done, the cake got cut up into, like, little, like, bite-sized bits, and everybody got to have cake.
Yeah, everyone got to have some cake.
Just, it was a humane kind of
Yes.
shooting
It
environment.
was a delicious cake, too.
It was.
Prop cake.
It was delicious cake.
All right.
All right, well...
So, what are we doing now? Are we going to play another song?
I-
We're going to do the thing.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah. All right. So, for a while now, a lot of you have been asking an important question. A question pertaining to one of the treasured members of the Quarantine Livestream cast.
It's a question for the ages, really.
And the question, of course, is, where in the hell is Professor Bellows?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun! Professor Bellows is back!
Hello.
Mysteriously returned from the professor's mysterious disappearance. Was it a kidnapping? Was it a vacation?
Did he go to India to study with the llamas?
Was it some sort of spy mission? We're not sure. We're not sure.
To brush up on his accordion playing?
Yeah, I mean, his accordion playing was pretty crackerjack to begin with. But,
Yeah, I think
but
he
I
went
have
to
a feeling it's even better now.
I went to Argentina to do the tango lesson accordion.
Yeah. So we're just. It doesn't really matter it doesn't matter where you've been, Professor.
It's just that you're here now.
We're just
with
so
us.
glad to have you back with us now. And yeah, and like, is the accordion a little the worse for wear after his adventures? It says to me that he has seen some shit. But, like, look, who hasn't?
Yeah. There's a lot in those eyes.
We're gonna keep the professor at home for a little bit. I think he wants to, like, do a little self-care, do some spa treatments, but we'll see. We may send it back out into the world again. We will keep you posted about that. And if you are a member of the Society of the Mysterious Hand, the opportunity to host Professor Bellows is one of the benefits of Society membership. If you're curious about the Society of the Mysterious Hand, well, what is there to say? The Society of the Mysterious Hand is our cult
Support group.
community
Yeah.
family. If you're already a member of the Society of the Mysterious Hand, we love you. We're happy that you're here. If you're not yet a member of the Society of the Mysterious Hand, we're happy to welcome you in. There are a few easy ways to find out more, but the best one, apart from just inquiring within, is to email the secretary. Secretary@charmingdisaster.com, and the secretary will send you all the information you need to become a member of the society. There's certain, rights and responsibilities, duties, and benefits.
The secretary knows.
The secretary knows, and she'll let you know as well. Well, I think we should wrap things up with a song, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more for the
song.
road. So it's 7:00 for us here in Cottage Grove, which means that every place that we can eat is gonna close within an hour, probably.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're gonna play one more song before we go off in search of.
We've been drinking this big thing on an empty stomach.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
All right.
All right. What do you want to do for the last number?
one of the traveling songs since we're traveling.
Okay.
Take the wrong way home. No one's calling on the telephone. Dreaming ahead and a lightning storm. Nothing gonna touch us in a thunderstorm. Wake up again with the sun in your face. Day after day it's the same. Pack up your bags like you did yesterday. Head to the next starting place. Put on your makeup and get on the stage. Tell a new tale every night. Stand still, the sets and the scenery change. Are we just ghosts in the light of the ghost light? Why don't we take the wrong way home? No one's calling on the telephone. Dreaming ahead and a lightning storm. Nothing gonna touch us in a thunderstorm. What do we need to keep us going on? Half a deck of cards and a suitcase drawn. What do we do when we lost our way? Trail lucky pennies gonna get us home safe. What do we need? What do we do? Why do we take the wrong way home? No one's calling on the telephone. Dreaming ahead in a lightning storm. Nothing gonna touch us in a thunderstorm. Travelers, we wander all over the world, tracing a shape we can't see. Home's not a place, it is only a word where we are trying to be. Day after day, it is never the same. Look at the clouds in the sky. Pack up your bags like you did yesterday. Wake with the sun in your eyes.
That was Wrong Way Home off of our latest album, Supernatural History, out just a few weeks ago. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Once again, we are Charming Disaster, and this has been an episode of the Quarantine Livestream. Thank you so much to Minion pulling those levers behind the screen, and thanks again to Eden and the social media and all of you for being part of this.
Yeah.
If you would like to contribute and help us make our way to the next stop along our way, you can support the Patreon. You can contribute to the show in any number of ways. But like mostly we're just so happy to see you and be here. We've got a few more stops on the West Coast. We'll be announcing some more stuff pretty soon.
Yeah.
So we love you all.
Yeah, you mean everything to us.
We'll see you all in the future.
How long can I hold this face?
It's just your face.